Hello and welcome back to UK Pension Desk, your trusted source for clear and honest updates on pensions, benefits, and everything retirement related in the UK. Today, we need to talk about some important changes coming to the state pension system from August 1st and why taking action now could protect your income for years to come. Whether you're approaching retirement or already claiming your state pension, what we cover today could directly impact how much you receive, how easily you can access it, and whether you miss out on money you've worked your whole life for. Let's start with the biggest shift happening right away. From August 1st, the Department for Work and Pensions, DWP, is moving towards a fully digital pension system. This means that unless you specifically request to receive information by post, all state pension communications, including applications, updates, and award letters, will now be handled online, through your government gateway account or via email. While this move is intended to speed up the process, with claims expected to be handled in as little as 10 working days, it could also leave many retirees behind, especially those who aren't confident using computers or don't have regular internet access. So if you haven't already done so, this is the time to create or update your government gateway account, and make sure your contact details are current. If you prefer letters, you must now formally request paper communication from the DWP. It will no longer be automatic. Another critical date to mark on your calendar is July 17, 2025. That's the final deadline to fill any gaps in your national insurance (NI) record going back to 2006. This matters more than many people realize. Your state pension is based on the number of qualifying years of NI contributions you have, and to receive the full pension, you need 35 years. If you've ever taken time off work, lived abroad, or earned below the threshold in any given year, you may have missing years on your record, and those gaps could cost you hundreds or even thousands of pounds in lost pension income over time. Right now, you still have the opportunity to voluntarily pay to fill in missing NI years between 2006 and 2016, but after the July deadline, that window closes forever. Topping up 1 year currently costs around £824, but can increase your pension by about £275 per year, for life. That's a strong return on investment, but only if you act in time. Next, let's talk about the state pension age. While the current age is 66, it will gradually rise to 67 between April 2026 and April 2028. If you were born between April 1960 and April 1977, your pension age might now be later than you think, and you should double-check it using the official state pension age checker on gov.uk. Many people are surprised to learn they need to wait an extra year, a year with no state pension income, unless you've planned for it. And to make things more uncertain, there's talk of possibly raising the pension age to 68 sooner than expected, perhaps even in the mid-2030s. So even if it doesn't affect you right now, it's a good idea to review your retirement plans, especially if you're in your 50s or early 60s. Another topic worth understanding is deferring your state pension. Not everyone realizes that if you reach pension age but choose to delay claiming, your pension increases by just under 6% for every year you wait. That's about £13.53 more per week, or over £700 extra per year if you defer for 12 months. This can be a smart option for those in good health who don't need the money immediately. However, you must consider your personal situation carefully, particularly your life expectancy and other sources of income, because deferring only pays off if you live long enough to benefit from the higher payments. Still, it's an option worth exploring, especially as the digital system makes deferral simpler to manage. Beyond these changes, there's also work underway on pension dashboards, digital tools that will eventually allow you to see your state pension, private pensions, and retirement savings all in one place. These aren't live yet, but the goal is to give people more control over their financial planning. It's part of a bigger shift, encouraging everyone to take personal responsibility for managing retirement, with fewer paper statements and more online interaction. That's why now is the time to get familiar with the digital tools, or, if you're not confident, seek help from family or a financial advisor to ensure you're not left behind. Now let's touch on the triple lock, the rule that guarantees your state pension will rise each year by the highest of inflation, average earnings, or 2.5%. In April, pensioners saw a 4.1% increase, but this mechanism is now under political pressure. Some parties argue it's too expensive to maintain long term. While it's still in place for now, there's no guarantee it will survive future budget reviews or elections. So it's wise to avoid relying solely on the state pension and instead review any additional income sources you have, whether that's private pensions, savings, or part-time work in retirement. And finally, don't forget about pension credit, a benefit designed to top up the income of low-income pensioners. It can also unlock access to other support, like free TV licenses, housing help, and cold weather payments. Yet thousands of people who qualify still don't claim it, often because they don't know it exists. With the government making benefit applications digital too, now is the perfect time to check your eligibility or help someone you know apply. So, to wrap up, these changes, deadlines, and digital shifts may seem overwhelming, but the good news is, if you take action now, you can stay ahead. Check your national insurance record. Look into top-ups before July 17th, confirm your state pension age. Decide whether deferring might work for you. And most importantly, make sure you're ready for the digital transition coming in August. Whether that means creating a government gateway account, requesting paper communications, or just learning how to log in, a little preparation now can save you a lot of stress later.